Hello everyone. So I'm going to be showing you today the newest jewelry piece that I added to my collection. It's the 5 motif onyx in yellow gold from Cleef and Arpels, VCA. I have already shown some of my other jewelry pieces. I'm not particularly good at talking or showing jewelry, so I apologize in advance if I don't hit all the finer points or tell you absolutely everything. I'm more into handbags than jewelry, but I do have a few of these pieces, and a majority of the questions and comments that I get from you guys are actually about jewelry, despite all the handbag videos that I have up. A lot of you want to know how it wears, how it looks, if I had to choose between a Cartier piece and a VCA piece, which I would choose, and VCA would be my choice, just to get that out of the way. But I wanted to show this one to you just because it's the newest one I've added, and you can kind of see maybe how it would look with what I already own. I never, ever, ever take my pieces off unless it's to clean them. So on the daily, these are the ones that I wear. I wear the 5 motif onyx, and this is also in, blue agate in yellow gold. So 5 motif blue agate in yellow gold. I have the 6 motif rose gold. Then I have the red carnelian sweet and the mother of pearl heart sweet, which they don't make anymore. A while ago, I sold my turquoise sweet. It just wasn't gelling with everything else I had. I think it's because it was silver or white toned, white gold. And my preference is just to keep them all a solid color. So those are the ones I currently have. They never ever come off. So every day they're exposed to lotion, water, in the shower, in the sink, dishwashing liquid, hand sanitizer, oils, you name it. Whatever I put on, they just stay on and put up with it. So those are the ones. And then I went ahead and selected the onyx for 2 reasons. The first reason is that you can see I'm extraordinarily fair, and I think the brighter colors tend to show up a little bit better, like the blue and the red show up a little bit better on my skin tone than the white and even the gold. And so I felt like the black would be a good contrast for pure white skin, and that's kind of why I gravitated to that one. The other reason is that the onyx and the agate and the carnelian, and of course the gold, the solid gold, do better with exposure to water and elements. So I didn't want to pick one that I purposely knew would get destroyed faster, like the malachite or the mother of pearl. So I went with harder stones, and the onyx is one of the harder stones on the Mohs scale. So let me go ahead and kind of show you how it looks on. Okay, so I got it on, and great feat, I got it on by myself. If you are single, such as myself, and you don't have anyone in the house to help you, it can be really difficult getting these on and off. I think that's a third reason why I just leave them on. It's really a struggle for me to do them by myself. I don't have one of those like helper thingies that you buy from like Amazon or whatever. I don't have a little arm helper to do it, so I really struggle to get them on and off. You couldn't see it, but it took me about 3 minutes to put it on my own. It's hard to catch. But you can see how I pick my bracelets so that they're loose. They're all about a half a size or slightly more in length than I need, but that's because I like them to free flow. I like them to float up and down my arm. I don't like a piece just sitting there stationary, which is kind of why I don't really like the Love bracelet. I like them to have a lot of room and give so they can move around my arm. And I tend to wear every day either a watch or a Fitbit. So I also have to have room to put a watch. So that's what it looks like on. Hopefully you can ignore those a little bit. And one of my favorite pictures, I'll try and insert it, is LeBron James. He was in the tunnel, dressed up going to start the game, and he had on pretty similar to what I have, although he had a malachite one. I'll try and find a picture of what he was wearing. And that's what gave me the idea that another 5 motif might work with the ones that I already had. I thought it initially was like overkill. Like, did I really need 2 5 motifs? But I like it. I like the effect of it. I do have a Cartier piece, and one of the questions that I get asked a lot is between the Cartier and the VCA, which I prefer. I have a Cartier necklace that I wear also 24/7 without taking it off. The best way for me to kind of give an opinion on that is to say that in the years that I've owned the Cartier piece and the years that I've owned the VCA pieces, which are about the same, the Cartier piece has gone in for repair, and even with daily wear, none of the VCA pieces have. So that's kind of how I judge it, the Cartier piece needed repair from being worn daily, and none of these ever have. I don't know how to judge whether or not daily, wear has affected the stones or anything like that. That's not something I'm capable of doing. I'm not a jeweler, but they look good. I wipe them down from time to time, but they all look pretty good. You can see that when they're worn together, they will jumble up throughout the day if, they're going to entangle with each other. So I spend a lot of my time trying to sort them, but it gives me something to do. So that's how it looks with all of them. Let me go ahead and show you if you had a love bracelet, how it might look. So I'll put that there. And that's like how it would look with a love bracelet. Kind of messy in my opinion. The love bracelet would overpower all the others, but that's kind of how it would look. Let me see if I take that off, move this one a little bit higher by itself. Maybe I should just try that one on by itself also and give you an idea just with the one. But those are just the two together. And then I'll turn on a watch for you guys. If you have any questions or you want me to specifically answer something, let me know. Like I said, I tend to get a lot of questions on jewelry. So you guys seem like you're super into jewelry. I'm not. I'm more into handbags. So I'd say 99% of my videos are handbag oriented. This is just a watch. I wear Citizen Eco Drives only because they don't require any battery. So if you had a watch or larger watch, I love them. I wasn't really a jewelry fan until I started getting some of these VCA bracelets, and then obviously I became one. And then they don't really overwhelm you. They look bigger on camera than they really are. They're kind of really petite and nice and dainty and feminine. And when you're wearing them, they're not attracting too much attention, so if that's a concern of yours, which it is for mine, not wanting to be a target of theft or anything like that. This is with a silver watch. The other one was gold. Gold tone. They don't really stand out. So that's how it would look with silver. And I don't mind wearing a silver watch with all the gold pieces. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you can see there that they kind of jumble up, and they do rotate around your arm. So you have to spend time cleaning them up. This is my Fitbit, which I wear quite a lot. So if you have like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or something with like more of a rubber band. And then the other thing I'm going to do is show you in the sun how it looks, because I've got a lot of sun coming in right now. The blue agate, you can actually see through the stone. I don't think you can do it right there. I'll do it in the sun. And this one you completely can. It's completely like blacked out. But that just gives you an idea of how it might look with a few other little things on your arm. So if there's any questions, you want to know something, let me know. But I plan to wear it daily like I do all the others, and just kind of let them all just go together like that. What do you guys think about that? Do you like the idea of them all getting jumbled up? Would that bother you? It doesn't bother me. I just spend time, at work or at home fixing them. It gives me something to do, and it gives me a moment of like peace to play with them. My favorite out of all of them, like if I had to sell them or let them all go and just keep one, I think the one that brings me the most like pleasure is probably the 6 motif. I think it's the daintiest of them all. Of course it's all weather. I don't know if you want to call it all weather, but it can go in any kind of substance and still be okay because it's solid gold. I don't have to worry too much. If getting them on and off is a concern, just keep in mind that the suites are super, super, super small. The clasps are really, really difficult to do by yourself, and the 5 motifs are larger, as you can see. So it's less of a struggle to get them on and off by themselves. But there you go. That's what it looks like with all the others. And I will just put them up to the sun so you get an idea of like how it would look in sunlight. Okay, so here they are in absolute direct sunlight. I love the effect of the blue agate because you can actually see right through it. It's completely translucent. You can't see right through, but it has that translucent effect. And you can see next to the onyx. The onyx there's absolutely no transparency whatsoever. You can't see through them at all. So nice contrast there. I love them both already. So any questions, please let me know. This is hopefully helpful to some of you just to kind of see it paired with other pieces that someone has. Any questions, and I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.